The oldest recorded civilization in the world is the Mesopotamia civilization. It emerged in the region between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, located in modern-day Iraq, Kuwait, and Syria. This civilization is known for its significant advancements in various fields, including writing. The Sumerians developed cuneiform, one of the earliest writing systems. Mathematics. They invented a sophisticated number system and made significant contributions to geometry and algebra. Astronomy. Mesopotamian astronomers developed accurate calendars and made detailed observations of celestial bodies. Law. They created written legal codes, such as the Code of Hammurabi, which established a system of laws and punishments. Architecture. They built impressive temples, palaces, and city walls using advanced construction techniques. Mesopotamian civilization laid the foundation for many subsequent civilizations and had a lasting impact on the development of human society. Fertile Crescent. Located in the Fertile Crescent, a region of fertile land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. City-states. Composed of independent city-states, each with its own ruler and government. Polytheistic religion. Believed in multiple gods and goddesses, often associated with natural forces and celestial bodies. Advanced writing system. Developed cuneiform, a complex system of writing using wedge-shaped marks pressed into clay tablets. Irrigation systems. Constructed intricate irrigation systems to manage water resources effectively. Major civilizations. Sumerian civilization, the earliest known civilization in Mesopotamia, known for its city-states like Ur, Uruk, and Lagash. They developed the cuneiform writing system and made significant advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and law. Akkadian Empire, the first empire to unify Mesopotamia under a single ruler, Sargon of Akkad. Babylonian Empire, famous for its powerful rulers like Hammurabi, who created a comprehensive legal code known as the Code of Hammurabi. Assyrian Empire, a militaristic empire known for its powerful army and extensive conquests. Neo-Babylonian Empire, re-established Babylonian power under rulers like Nebuchadnezzar II, who built the famous Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Legacy. The Mesopotamian civilization left a lasting legacy on human history, influencing subsequent civilizations in various ways. Writing. The development of cuneiform laid the foundation for written communication and record-keeping. Law. The Code of Hammurabi established principles of justice and legal systems that influenced later civilizations. Mathematics and astronomy. Mesopotamian advancements in these fields contributed to the development of modern mathematics and astronomy. Architecture. Their impressive temples, palaces, and city walls showcased advanced construction techniques and architectural styles. Religion and mythology. Mesopotamian mythology and religious beliefs influenced later religions and cultures. The Mesopotamian civilization's rich history, complex culture, and significant contributions to human civilization continue to fascinate and inspire scholars and the public alike. Social structure. Mesopotamian society was hierarchical, with kings and priests at the top, followed by nobles, merchants, farmers, and slaves. Family life. Families were typically patriarchal, with men holding authority over women. Marriage was common, and women could own property and engage in business. Economy. The economy was based on agriculture, trade, and crafts. Farmers cultivated crops like wheat, barley, and dates, while craftspeople produced pottery, textiles, metalwork, and jewelry. Religion and rituals. Religion played a central role in Mesopotamian life. People believed in a pantheon of gods and goddesses, each associated with specific aspects of nature and human life. Religious rituals, including sacrifices and prayers, were performed in temples. Education and literature. Education was primarily for the elite, who learned reading, writing, and mathematics. Mesopotamian literature included epic poems, hymns, and legal texts. Architecture and engineering. City planning. Mesopotamian cities were well planned, with temples, palaces, and houses built around central courtyards. Ziggurats. These massive stepped pyramid-like structures served as temples and were dedicated to various deities. Irrigation systems. The Mesopotamians developed sophisticated irrigation systems to manage water resources effectively. Mud brick architecture. They used mud brick as the primary building material, which was durable and readily available. Legacy. Law and justice. The Code of Hammurabi, a collection of laws and punishments, established a system of justice and order. Mathematics and astronomy. The Mesopotamians developed a sophisticated number system and made significant contributions to geometry, algebra, and astronomy. Writing. The cuneiform writing system was a major innovation that allowed for the preservation of knowledge and culture. Literature. Mesopotamian literature, including epic poems and myths, influenced later literary traditions. Decline. The Mesopotamian civilization declined due to a combination of factors, including environmental degradation, overexploitation of resources and poor irrigation practices led to soil salinization and desertification. Political instability, frequent wars and invasions weakened the region's political stability. Economic decline, trade routes shifted, and the economy suffered as a result. Despite its decline, the Mesopotamian civilization left a lasting legacy on human history, influencing subsequent civilizations in various ways. Mesopotamia, the land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, is often hailed as the cradle of civilization. Its rich history, spanning millennia, has left an indelible mark on human history. Key civilizations of Mesopotamia. 1. Sumerian civilization, city-states. Sumer was composed of independent city-states like Ur, Uruk, and Lagash. Cuneiform, they developed one of the earliest writing systems, cuneiform, which used wedge-shaped marks pressed into clay tablets. Advancements, Sumerians made significant contributions to mathematics, astronomy, and law. 2. Akkadian Empire, unification. Sargon of Akkad united Mesopotamia, establishing the first empire in the region. Military might, the Akkadians were known for their powerful military and their ability to conquer vast territories. 3. Babylonian Empire, Hammurabi's Code. King Hammurabi's Code of Laws was one of the earliest written legal codes, emphasizing the principle of an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Hanging Gardens of Babylon. One of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, these gardens were a marvel of engineering. 4. Assyrian Empire, military dominance. The Assyrians were a formidable military power, known for their brutal warfare and sophisticated siege techniques. Library of Ashurbanipal. This library contained thousands of clay tablets, preserving a wealth of knowledge from the ancient world. Mesopotamian culture and society. Religion and mythology. Mesopotamian religion was polytheistic, with gods and goddesses associated with natural forces and celestial bodies. Myths and epics like the Epic of Gilgamesh were central to their cultural identity. Art and architecture. Mesopotamian art and architecture were characterized by their monumental scale and intricate details. Ziggurats, massive stepped pyramids, were iconic structures. Economy and trade. Mesopotamian economies were based on agriculture, trade, and crafts. They developed advanced irrigation systems to maximize agricultural productivity. Social structure. Mesopotamian society was hierarchical, with kings and priests at the top, followed by nobles, merchants, farmers, and slaves. The decline of Mesopotamian civilization. The decline of Mesopotamian civilization can be attributed to several factors, including environmental degradation, overexploitation of resources and poor irrigation practices led to soil salinization and desertification. Political instability, frequent wars and invasions weakened the region's political stability. Economic decline, trade routes shifted, and the economy suffered as a result. Despite its decline, the Mesopotamian civilization's legacy continues to shape the modern world. Its contributions to writing, law, mathematics, astronomy, and architecture have had a profound impact on human history. Urban living. Mesopotamian cities were bustling hubs of activity, with specialized workers, traders, and artisans. Social hierarchy. Society was stratified, with kings, priests, nobles, commoners, and slaves forming distinct social classes. Family life. Families were typically patriarchal, with men holding authority. Women, though often subordinate, could own property and engage in business. Education. Education was primarily for the elite, who learned reading, writing, mathematics, and the principles of religion and law. Recreation. Music, dance, and board games were popular forms of recreation. The Mesopotamians also enjoyed feasting, drinking, and storytelling. Religion and mythology. Polytheistic beliefs. Mesopotamians believed in a pantheon of gods and goddesses, each associated with specific natural forces and human activities. Mythology. Their rich mythology included stories of creation, heroes, and the afterlife. The Epic of Gilgamesh is one of the world's oldest works of literature. Religious rituals. Priests performed elaborate rituals, including sacrifices and offerings, to appease the gods and ensure the well-being of the community. Art and architecture. Cuneiform art. Mesopotamian art often depicted religious and mythological scenes, using cuneiform script to convey narratives. Monumental architecture. The Mesopotamians were skilled builders, constructing massive temples, palaces, and city walls. Ziggurats. These stepped pyramid-like structures were dedicated to the gods and served as religious centers. Legacy and influence. Writing and literature. The invention of cuneiform laid the foundation for written communication and record-keeping. Law and justice. The Code of Hammurabi established a system of laws and punishments that influenced later legal systems. Mathematics and astronomy. Mesopotamian advancements in these fields contributed to the development of modern mathematics and astronomy. Architecture and engineering. Their innovative building techniques and architectural styles influenced later civilizations. Decline and enduring legacy. The decline of Mesopotamian civilization was gradual and multifaceted, involving environmental degradation, political instability, and economic decline. However, its enduring legacy continues to inspire and fascinate. The Mesopotamians' intellectual and artistic achievements have left an indelible mark on human history. Would you like to delve deeper into a specific aspect of Mesopotamian civilization, such as their military strategies, economic systems, or social customs? Early military. In the early periods, armies were primarily composed of citizen soldiers. As city-states grew, professional standing armies emerged. Advanced warfare. Mesopotamian armies were well equipped with weapons like spears, bows and arrows, swords, and later, iron weapons. Siege warfare. They developed sophisticated techniques for siege warfare, including the use of battering rams, siege towers, and tunneling. Chariotry. The introduction of horse-drawn chariots revolutionized warfare, allowing for rapid movement and powerful charges. Military strategies. Mesopotamian armies employed a variety of strategies, including ambushes, encirclements, and frontal assaults. Mesopotamian economy. Agricultural economy. Agriculture was the backbone of the Mesopotamian economy. The fertile land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers was ideal for growing crops like wheat, barley, and dates. Irrigation systems. The development of sophisticated irrigation systems, such as canals and waterwheels, allowed for efficient water management and increased agricultural productivity. Trade and commerce. Mesopotamia was a hub of trade, with goods being exchanged with neighboring regions like Egypt, Anatolia, and the Indus Valley. Dive into Mesopotamian society and culture. The role of women in Mesopotamian society. While Mesopotamian society was largely patriarchal, women held a significant role. They could own property. Women could inherit and own property, including land and livestock. Engage in business. They could participate in trade and commerce, running businesses and managing finances. Hold positions of power. In some cases, women held positions of power, such as priestesses or queens. Serve as advisors. They often served as advisors to kings and other high-ranking officials. However, women's rights were limited, and their social status was often dependent on their family and social class. A deeper dive into Mesopotamian religion and medicine. Mesopotamian religion. Polytheistic beliefs. Mesopotamians believed in a pantheon of gods and goddesses, each associated with specific natural forces and human activities. Mythology and epic literature. They created a rich mythology, including stories of creation, heroes, and the afterlife. The Epic of Gilgamesh is one of the world's oldest works of literature. Religious rituals. Priests performed elaborate rituals, including sacrifices and offerings, to appease the gods and ensure the well-being of the community. Temples and ziggurats. Temples and ziggurats, massive stepped pyramid-like structures, served as centers of religious worship and administrative activity. Mesopotamian medicine. Diagnosis and treatment. Mesopotamian physicians were skilled in diagnosis and treatment, relying on observation, experience, and empirical knowledge. Medical texts. They compiled medical texts that described various diseases, symptoms, and remedies. Herbal remedies. They used a wide range of herbs and plants to treat illnesses. Surgical procedures. Mesopotamian physicians performed surgical procedures, including trepanning, drilling holes in the skull, and setting broken bones. Hygiene and sanitation. They emphasized the importance of hygiene and sanitation, recognizing the connection between cleanliness and health. Would you like to delve deeper into a specific aspect of Mesopotamian religion or medicine? For example, we could explore the role of divination in Mesopotamian culture or the specific techniques used in Mesopotamian surgery. Mesopotamian divination. Divination techniques. Mesopotamian priests used various divination techniques to predict the future and interpret divine will. These techniques included astrology, the study of celestial bodies to predict future events. Numerology, the use of numbers to interpret divine messages. Omen interpretation, the analysis of natural phenomena, dreams, and other signs to predict the future. Cleromancy, the casting of lots to determine divine will. Purpose of divination. Divination was used to make important decisions, such as when to plant crops, wage war, or appoint a new ruler. It was also used to diagnose illnesses and predict the outcome of treatments. Mesopotamian surgery. Surgical instruments. Mesopotamian surgeons used a variety of surgical instruments, including scalpels, saws, drills, and needles. Surgical procedures. They performed a range of surgical procedures, such as trepanning, drilling holes in the skull, amputations, and setting broken bones. Anesthesia. While the specific techniques used for anesthesia are unknown, it is believed that Mesopotamian surgeons may have used opium or other substances to alleviate pain. Medical texts. Mesopotamian medical texts provide detailed descriptions of surgical procedures and the use of herbs and drugs.